Well, welcome to the Fragrant Nut, as I am exactly that. That name was given to me by the missus. So today we're going to talk about one of her favorite from 2004, and then another release in 2024. And that is none other than Crystal Noir Versace. In 2004, that would be the EDT, Eau de Toilette. And this was by Anton Lee. And when it came out in the EDT version, man, does this thing, to be a EDT, I'm talking. And in a minute, we're going to talk about the Eau de Parfum, or actually the Parfum version. I don't believe we've had the EDP. I think we went right to the Parfum version. But the EDT version, I'm going to tell you some of the things that are different too. And there are some differences, even though really can't tell until it wears for a while, and then you can tell the differences. But in this EDT version, it's going to start off in the top with some pepper, and I believe that might be black pepper. And then there's cardamom, so it's spicy. And then there's ginger in here. And this is a very, very popular fragrance. I've smelled it on several people before, and I've say, hey, you're wearing Crystal Noir. Oh, how did you know? Yeah, my wife wears that. It became one of her very favorite. And then in the mid, there's some gardenia, and there's some orange blossom and some peony. And so it's the white flowers in the middle, but it's not, to me, to my nose, it's not very sweet. Then there's sandalwood, there's musk, and there's amber in here. So not a lot of notes, but very well blended. It's not a very busy fragrance. It's not very complex, but it does, and this thing is potent, like I say, the EDT. So when I get to talking about that Parfum version, oh man, we really talking blow the doors off. But this one here, since 2004, I believe this may be her third or fourth purchase of this, so it is absolutely one of her favorite. I like it on her as well, but I would say if you got the EDT, you could wear this in the summer. But that Parfum that's coming up, I wouldn't do it. Light on the trigger if you can't find the EDT, or maybe you can find the EDP. But anyway, so there's vast differences in the in the Parfum version. That'd be this one. And by the way, you can see she really hasn't used much of this one. However, this one, you can see she's gotten a lot of usage out of this one. Okay, so going into the Parfum version, and there's spices at the top, and in this case it's pink pepper and not black pepper like in EDT. And then there's black currant and there's mandarin orange. So there's some citruses at the top of this one. No citruses in EDT. And then it's got caramel, so it gets a little gourmandy, but it still sticks to the scent. You can tell that it is still. What I don't know and cannot find out if Anton Lee did this one. Definitely believe he did. If there's an EDP, I believe he did that. But I cannot find. If anyone out there knows, let me know, because I searched high and low, and I could not find that he was the nose behind the 2024 version of this. And also, There's a very interesting thing that's here in the top of it. You can see that logo inside there. And then it has like the diamond shape, as you can see, opal, I believe this would be an opal. Uh, but in there, so you got tuberose and you have lily of the valley in this, and then you in the base it has a akagala wood and orchid, so he places a white flower in the base, and then some vanilla and amber. Um, if you don't know a lot about Anton Lee, he does have an extensive background in the world of perfumery. He's done over 128 fragrances. One that comes to mind was a favorite of mine is by Tom Ford, and that is Cafe Rose. And then he did virtually all of Les Indobles, and one that I had a chance to test was Rose de Jamal. Then he did practically all of Pure Distance. One of the ones that I've been really wanting to get my nose on was White, but and then he did a lot of the Eris, that's ERIS parfums, and but this one here could be considered sweet, floral, fruity, and definitely spicy, as I said before, if you like spicy fragrances. And the spray on this, it does hang in the air. Very, very nice. Yeah, very nice. It lingers, it follows you throughout. This is at least an 8 to 10 hours easily. Sometimes, in the past, I believe she may have layered this with a Bath and Body Works Cherry Blossom, I believe it is, that she did that, just kind of give it a little twist and maybe throw people off who might be familiar with the scent. So she does that. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this. If I thought anything, if you get the parfum version, you're okay. Winters, I say late into the fall. If wear when you like, because if you live in a hot climate, of course, you know, there's no winter, so you might as well just enjoy life as it comes to you. So that's where do I get this? Just in case you might want to, I would say Joma's shop. I've not shopped there, but I do see it fragrant. But I believe if you go to fragrancenet.com, might have a better deal on it. I believe that's where I was able to grab her a couple of bottles, because I do know that the EDT may be discontinued. I'm not sure. Another good place, if you're trying to find something, I would say go to Fragrance Vault. Might be .net or Fragrance, but definitely Fragrance Vault. Anyway, that's enough. So, hey, what's your experience with Crystal Noir? And there's also a Crystal Noir Light, but I don't have any experience in that. I think it's like a real light pink bottle. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hey, hit the like button, leave a comment. I will respond back. Tell me what you think about it. Does your significant other like it? Or do you wear it? And I believe a male could pull this off. So it to me and to my nose, it's unisex, but it's geared to the female from Versace. So anyway, always remember, keep smelling good. I will. Bye.